Moment of silence for the champions.
They say we warriors. They say we did it again.
Hands high for the champion.
No surrender, no retreat. We take the battlefield over every time.
Hey, clap your hands for the champion.
We came, we saw, we conquered everything in sight.
Moment of silence for the champion.
D-League Opinions.
Bow! Welcome back. This is episode 79 of D League Opinions. There's a Chris appearance right there. Hey, Chris!
Spotting. It was a Chris spotting.
Chris spotting. We need to make an edit. It's a Chris
We need
spotting.
to make an edit. Chris spotting.
What's up, everybody? What's up,
Everybody has.
Bogey Bear. You know, we back with another episode.
You know what's crazy? I already know how this is about to go. Hoagie about to talk about some football shit. And you know, NBA is here.
The NBA is back, baby.
here,
Let's
Hoagie.
get it, Hoagie.
The better sport.
Let's get
The
it,
better
Hoagie.
sport. Part of the entertainment factor.
All right. Okay. Let's talk about this NBA 75 list. Let's go back to that. Some of the biggest snubs were Klay Thompson, Dwight Howard, Kyrie, Tracy McGrady, and some say Paul George. I've seen a couple of tweets say Paul. Don't mean I agree, but I've seen it. But let's start with Tracy. How y'all feel about that? I feel like
I still feel like Damian Lillard should not be on that list. And if we're going to, because we got to take somebody off the list in order to add somebody. I think Dame the scapegoat, honestly. If Tracy going on, I got to take Dame off.
yeah. When I was thinking of Dame off, I was thinking Dwight. But go ahead, Dante.
Jason Kidd and Dame gotta go. Kyrie
Jason
and Dwight gotta
J
go.
Kidd, Jake, I would keep J Kidd.
Why?
I would take off
Why?
Reggie Miller. I'd take off Reggie Miller.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you why. Can you tell the history of the NBA without Jason Kidd?
Of course.
I know where you're going with this.
Now, can you tell the history of the NBA without Kyrie?
Mm,
Not really, no.
I mean, technically, because he got a ring at the same time.
I mean, he did hit. He hit the biggest shot of the biggest comeback of the biggest series. So
When people think of that series, they think of LeBron.
yeah, they do think of Bron. I've been seeing that the block is becoming more iconic than the shot.
Which is disrespectful.
I mean, I think they should be equally iconic. If you ask me, my opinion, I think they should be on the
Secondly,
same level.
Can you tell the history of the NBA without Dwight Howard?
No,
He won MVP, did he not?
He ain't win
no,
MVP,
he didn't win
but
an MVP, but he won
was-
like back to back.
He was the Magic. He was.
He
the Magic.
won 4 straight rebounding titles or something like that. Like
He was up there.
he was crazy.
Yeah, him
Oh.
over Jason Kidd. Like I don't see. No.
You got to take J Kidd off that. I mean,
You
Yeah,
got to take
listen.
Reggie Miller off too. You can tell the history
you
of
can
the
tell the
NBA
history without
without
Reggie
Reggie
Miller, definitely.
The thing about Kyrie.
That icon.
Okay, but I mean, it's not all about iconic. It's like what you did. Like Reggie didn't really do much.
Yeah.
Reggie, he was arguably
Joe
the
Miller
greatest
was better than
3-point
him.
shooter.
His sister was
He
better.
was wow. He was the greatest 3-point shooter of his era, but like with the way Ray Allen and Steph came, like niggas forget about him.
Clay is better than him.
And Clay, like yeah, people put Clay above Reggie. Like you can actually make that argument if you ask me. That's an argument to be made.
Hey,
I think Clay should have been there.
I just want to say that you really can't tell the story of the NBA without Reggie because of Malice at
You
the
say you
Palace.
can.
Can't.
Because of Malice in the Palace.
Malice in the Palace. I'm just saying.
Nah.
I mean, well,
oh, yeah,
with
they
the
left out Ben
NBA
Wallace.
with the NBA as a business, I don't think they would include Malice at the Palace.
They left
I
off
would.
Ben Wallace though.
They did.
They
I don't
did.
think you can tell the history of the NBA without Ben Wallace.
He
One of the
he's a
greatest
legend.
defenders of all
He's
time.
like a legend.
One of the greatest defenders of all time.
You cannot tell the history of the NBA without Ben Wallace. That's crazy to me.
He's a legend. Kyrie and Tracy got the same argument where it's weird. It kind of got the same argument where they both have high peaks, but it's just how long that peak lasted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So for Tracy, he had more injuries, but his peak was higher. So it's weird. I still would put Tracy in though. He challenged Kobe. Like That's what it is.
I think you could leave Tracy off, but I won't be mad if somebody doesn't.
I mean, the thing about Tracy, the only reason why you leaving Tracy out because of injuries. That's the only.
Yeah, that's it.
If we're talking
Tracy
in there.
Tracy was crazy. Come on. You really gonna leave off 13 points in 33 seconds?
Crazy, bro.
I mean,
Crazy, bro.
I don't know. The NBA, I think some of them old players gotta go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I do. I'm not even gonna cap. Like, I don't want to be that guy, but like a lot of them, people don't know who they are.
You know who they are? I don't know who they are. I don't know who they are.
There's some of them put up the same accolades as like a Klay Thompson, but the level of competition was way lower. So
Exactly. So that's why Clay should get that edge over people like that. They gotta count. They gotta acknowledge evolution. Like, the game gets better the longer it's out.
Yeah.
I think you could put themselves on their own list, like people we should know.
Yeah.
But as far as you talking about the NBA 75 best, I don't think none of them old players make it.
You said none of them?
Well, I ain't gonna say none of them. Like, you gotta throw in
Bill
Russell,
Russell,
Jerry West,
Pistol
Pistol Pete.
That's the logo.
Wow, cool.
Pistol Pete was a time traveler, and I stand by that. He was a time
I think Wilt
traveler.
Chamberlain was a time traveler too.
I think they
Did y'all
both.
see that? Did y'all see that clip of Wilt Chamberlain in color?
In color? Yes. Yeah.
That nigga look.
He was a
Like, he was a 7-footer speed boosting in real life.
Like, how?
He was
How you running faster than guards?
Like, come on, bro. He's 7 foot
he
with a
was
40-inch vertical. With the 40-inch vertical. Let's not forget that.
It's kind of rare how athletes come along like him. Like, you got him that came along. Like athletic athletes, Giannis,
There's a lot of athletic athletes. Zion.
Shaq without the speed, but his strength was amazing.
Zion.
Strength was crazy.
Zion. But I mean, like 7 foot, I can still like do all
Yeah,
that.
7 foot and doing all that. Yeah, that's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, Zion bulking up like crazy.
I mean,
I don't think that's good for him either.
You know, he weighed
I don't think that's
300.
good for him.
They say he raised 313.
I don't think that's
something like I didn't.
He got to get out of New Orleans. That's the problem.
Niggas say eating all that gumbo.
Niggas said the gumbo was gonna get to him, and it looks like what they saying came to come correct.
But if he's still moving as good as he is, everybody's scared about the injuries. I think y'all just putting bad energy in there. Zion's still the GOAT, and he's still.
We've seen it happen to Greg Oden. That's why.
I got you. The thing about Zion is, he's still gonna play at whatever weight he is, but his knees, all that weight on his knees, jumping up, jumping down, is gonna get to him about season 5, season 6.
The human body is not made for 300 pounds to be jumping 40 inches in the air.
If Shaq can do it and have a long career, I think
he didn't have a 40-inch vertical. He wasn't jumping as high as Zion. Zion getting higher off the floor, which means it's a harder landing.
He's a freak of nature. I ain't gonna lie. And
and
he took a picture with me.
He's great. LeBron, I didn't add LeBron in that. I should have added LeBron in that. I'm sorry.
See, I didn't want to say it because then Dante would have been like, "Oh, we always bringing up LeBron." So
I'll give that an exception because he is a freak of nature. I give that exception.
He's definitely crazy. How scale of 1 to 10, how ludicrous is it that people consider Paul George as one of them?
Nigga, I thought you was talking about Ludacris. I was like,
how we get the music?
Back to the question.
But Paul George didn't do enough. You could tell the history of the NBA without Paul George. I feel like that 75 list goes to the people who cannot tell the history of the NBA without.
Of course. So are you putting Vince Carter in that list too?
You can tell the history of the NBA without Vince Carter. No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
He's the greatest in game.
But he doesn't get in that 75. He does not get in that 75.
Yeah, if he did get into it, it would be off a legend,
Like Tracy, you still can't, but like
Tracy was just crazy.
So if you could put one of them in, like there was an open spot and all you had was Tracy and Vince, who you putting in?
Tracy.
I put Vince in, bro. Slam dunk. He revolutionized the slam dunk contest. He was a dog. He was good as soon as he got in the NBA. He was good
That's
at
a good
as soon
point.
as he got in the NBA. They was both on the same team. Tracy, he like obviously he had the potential, but he wasn't as good as Vince Carter when they first got in. And Vince Carter played a longer tenure.
Tracy McGrady. Keep in mind, the only reason why we left him off because of injuries.
I
This
understand.
is guy.
Look,
This is guy.
I
Hold on,
totally
Dante.
understand.
Let me finish, Dante. This is a guy that everybody was saying if he would have stayed healthy, he would have been better than Kobe. Am I wrong?
You're not lying. I totally
No.
understand what you're coming.
Hey, not lying.
I'm
But
sorry.
listen, that's VC though, my boy.
I'm sorry.
That's VC.
And I'm putting Dwight Howard before Vince too.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, yeah. I agree. I take Dwight over Tracy and Vince. I'm sorry. Dwight gets too much disrespect now.
Is there
just
somebody?
because of the way his career is ending, that's why he gets all the
He
disrespect.
just got a ring though.
But his prime, he had a good.
He went from
45 year
here
prime?
to here.
It
Like,
wasn't
his
like a
prime was
gradual
crazy.
like
No, it was just like it. Dropped.
one year was
Like,
here, 1 year was here.
So you got Clay, Dwight, Kyrie, Tracy.
Clay makes it.
Is there any player that y'all are? Is there any player you're putting above James Harden who also made the list?
I don't put nobody over James Harden. James Harden is one of the greatest scorers of all time.
James Harden is the 4th greatest shooting guard of all time.
I mean, here's the thing though. Can you tell the story of the NBA without James Harden?
No, you cannot.
I don't know, man. I don't. I mean, he got
That
an
Rockets-
MVP, so he's
the
kind
Rockets
of
win
but other than
MVP,
that,
the Rockets
Dante, let me
win
talk. Let me talk,
MVP.
Dante. Jesus
I'm
Christ.
sorry, you're disrespecting Harden.
Jesus Christ. I mean, yes, he has the MVP, which grandfathered him into you can't tell the story of the NBA without him. But other than that, Dwight was a dog. Dwight was a Tommy dog. He was so much of a dog. Him and Shaq had beef. I mean,
But you don't who you're putting Dwight over James Harden, then you got to put James Harden over Reggie or something or Dame. Like
James, yeah.
I swear, I think Dame made it because of that shot.
I don't think he should have made it. That's crazy.
He
I
made
really
it
don't
because
think
of
James should have made it.
he made it because of clutchness, but you got to look at everything else. I mean, he made what
Yeah.
2 All NBAs.
I don't
He
think
got
he's done
snubbed
enough
by
to make
1 or
it.
2, but what you saying, E3?
I said I just really don't think he should have made it. He hasn't done enough.
I don't think so.
over Kyrie itself. Nah.
I don't think so. And that's it for D-League Opinions. Thank y'all for watching. I'll talk to you later.